for us. One Stop's been terrific to work with, and he takes great pride in his work.
We've gotten bigger as we've expanded through the western United States, and the One Stop has supplied us with entry-level employees with skill sets that we could not find out in the open market without interviewing for weeks.
Our business, Help at Home Senior Care, provides non-medical in-home care for the elderly. The One Stop Career Center has helped us recruit qualified caregivers to help them in their home. We encourage other companies to take advantage of the One Stop Career Center. It's really helped our business.
Take me down.
Hello and welcome to Cafe Community. We're so glad you could join us. I'm your host, Cheryl Noble. Our program takes a look at people who make a difference in our community, as well as our incredible resources and nonprofits to help us survive and thrive together. And something new to our community is a nonprofit that shares and saves seeds from our local crops. A bit later in the program, we'll learn about this nonprofit and the importance of doing this and the benefits. And speaking of benefits, we'll also hear about an important fundraiser this weekend for the Hope House, which is part of the Community Recovery Resources. We'll get more details on that. And in just a moment, you'll meet my first guests who help with rescue horses and also provide a great service in connecting people with horses. So it's a all-woman show tonight, so it means it's going to rock. It's great, so let's get started. My first guests are with Purpose Ranch, and it is a rescue place for horses. And on my left is the founder-president, Trish Brown, and on her left is a member of the group, Hannah Kroll. So welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. So glad you could be here. Trish, I'm going to start with you to tell us a little bit about Purpose Ranch.
Well, Purpose Ranch is a nonprofit horse rescue with two missions: to help every horse find its purpose in life,
great.
and also to do public education so that people who actually adopt these horses or any horses learn how to be good stewards of the horse and so they can enjoy their horse safely.
Oh, nice. And this is fairly new. You've been just less than a couple of years?
We've been doing it for 12 years, but we've been a nonprofit 501c3 for 2 years and 3 months now.
Right. Okay. Well, Hannah, tell me, you're involved with the group, and you've got a horse there, or you help out, and.
No, well, I'm one of the members. I help take care of the horses, and I help with classes that Trish has.
My gosh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Good for you. And we're going to hear a little bit later about the Adopt-a-thon, which is coming. But we also have some photos. I think Hannah's in one of the photos too. So about how many horses do you have?
We have 23 horses on the ranch now. This horse that they're showing is one that's available for adoption. And there's quite a few. There's 26 horses on the website that are not at the ranch that are also available for adoption.
Oh, gosh.
And our goal here with the Adopt-a-thon is to find people who are thinking about adding a horse to their life this summer or this spring. The weather's getting nice and people are starting to go, wow, that pasture needs a horse to eat the grass down. What we're offering is this clinic. It's $20 for the day. They get to spend the whole day with our horses practicing assessing a horse before they wind up locked into one, and just to empower them to make the right choices. And our hope is that they do find the horse that they can enjoy and that can become a teammate with them rather than something that's going to scare them or overwhelm them or overburden them.
Right. And we were talking before the show that, Hannah, you took one of the assessment classes. Is that right? And
Yes.
tell us about that, what you learned from that.
Yeah, with my friends, we took one of the older horses and we did a test on how they act when you approach them,
Oh, interesting.
how they act when you lead them around the arena, and
Okay.
how they react and the kick zones, so
Oh.
safety reasons.
So this is what people will learn.
Yeah.
That, and then that's how they can determine a good match or fit.
Yeah, it's a tool that I developed over the years. I used to work with stallions, but it's a tool that's very simple. There's 6 different segments, and each piece is broken down very small, that you can kind of give a horse a score from 0 to 5 with a total 100 points possible. And it's so broken down. It's easy to do, and it's at the end you kind of have a total score for the horse that gives you a better idea of how safe that horse is to be handled. To be honest, that anytime you do this assessment, there's 2 elements to the assessment, the horse and the human. So we have scores for the human and scores for the horse. And
Okay.
and
That's fair. That's only fair.
And it's subjective. It gives you an area to work on. If you see something you want to improve, you can actually improve your score or the horse's score very quickly. It takes about 15 minutes to do it. Takes about 30 minutes to learn it, and then from then on, it's a lifelong tool. We're giving a little booklet with everybody that comes to the Adopt-a-thon, the assessment clinic, that they can keep with them and use for the rest of their life.
So if somebody were to adopt a horse, do they have to take it with them, or can they keep it there? And
This
that's
is
kind of-
not
they take-
the day for adopting a horse. This is the day to learn how to assess the
I
horse.
see.
The Adopt-a-thon goes on the entire season. And so we really want people to take their time before they decide on a horse and get to know the horse. And we're here as a community resource. Few people know about that. We rescue horses, but we're also a community resource for anybody who owns horses or thinks about getting horses.
I see.
And so we're here to help them.
It's a real maybe orientation into somebody who might be thinking about it, or a young person like Hannah.
It's great for the kids.
Yeah. Well, we saw, I think some of the photos too were pictures with children all around. And well, how often do you go out, Hannah?
Well, lately I've been really busy with school, so I haven't been able to go out very often. But
Well, summer's coming up, spring break too.
Yeah, the weather has been horrible this spring.
Right. Well, there'll be time this summer. And I heard too, Hannah, you were very involved with helping put on this clinic
Absolutely.
too.
yes, I was.
Yeah.
We went around and we put up flyers to help get people to go to the.
We're looking at the flyer.
Oh,
now.
there's the flyer right now. Yeah, the girls actually developed this. This is one of Hannah's friends. What's her name?
Ingrid.
Ingrid. And I think that all the girls that came, Hannah was the one that was comfortable around the horses. And by the time they were finished, there were 5 girls with you.
3.
3 plus you, and they all just blossomed. By the end, their confidence level was so high, and it doesn't take long.
Well, as you said, this
Fun
is
to
a
see.
great place for learning for kids and development and horses too. So it's a win-win for everybody. And the assessment clinic is on the 23rd. You saw the flyer?
The 16th.
Oh,
I'm
the
sorry.
16th.
It is the 16th, from
Okay.
9 to 4. That's this coming Saturday.
Okay, this coming Saturday. And for more information, it's purposeranch.com. We're out of time.
Yes.
You have to come back.
We will. We'll come back often and
All right.
frequently.
Trish and Hannah, thank you so much for coming on, and good
Thank
luck with
you.
the clinic.
It was nice
Thanks.
being here.
All right, we're going to take our first break, so stick around. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm with Jennifer Porter, who is with Business Matters, and she was a participant today at the Sierra Commons Small Business Fair, and she stopped by the Cafe Community Studio to tell us all about Business Matters.
We provide bookkeeping for small businesses and nonprofit in the local regional area, one of which is NCTV.
Yay, go NCTV.
We also do consulting for QuickBooks, as well as tax preparation for individuals and corporations in the local area.
How long have you, has Business Matters been around?
Business Matters has been around for 5 years. They have a combined of, the two partners have a combined of 30 years experience, and I came on to the business 2 years ago.
Oh, great.
I'm the fresh young face.
Well, 2 years is a long time now. So as a participant here today at the Small Business Fair, what did you feel was a real highlight for you as a business being here?
The thing I liked most about today's event was interacting with local businesses, keeping people here, keeping people employed here, and having the opportunity to find out what businesses are actually happening and moving and shaking here.
Yeah, and we know that small businesses are very vital to our community. What have you found to be very helpful, resourceful to keep Business Matters going for so long?
I guess the fact that we get to work with individual owners, not corporations, and directly with their employees.
And it builds relationships. There.
Definitely builds relationships. In that instance, we've come to be a part of their family almost. Because people get a little sensitive with their money.
Exactly.
And they want you to be a part
So
of
it's the trust, the relationship, and that adds to a good business relationship.
and confidentiality.
Yeah, great. But thank you for stopping by and good luck with the business.
All right, thank you very much.
And welcome back. My second guests are with Community Recovery Resources, and one of the great services that they provide is the Hope House for women who are undergoing recovery. And this weekend is a very important fundraiser to help support Hope House. And so with me tonight, on my left is Shelley Rogers, and on her left is Bonnie Hampton. And welcome, ladies, to Cafe Community.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Well, let's start with you, Shelley. Tell us a little bit about all the things and the Community Recovery Resources provides a lot, inpatient, outpatient, and the Hope House.
That's true. And, you know, Hope House is just one of the programs that we offer, and that's a residential program for women and women with their children. And I think it's important. I wanted to mention that this year is the 10th anniversary for Hope House.
Wow.
So it's been 10 years since the doors were opened in this beautiful Victorian home that women begin their journey of healing and hope, appropriately called Hope House. And you know, through that journey, you can just see the light come on, and you can see that they begin to have hope and become the beautiful ladies, moms, family members that they are.
So, Bonnie, this is what you kind of work. You're with the Hope House. And
yes, I'm a clinical psychologist, and along with their treatment in addiction recovery comes in-depth therapy, and that's one of the things that make us quite unique. What's really important to understand about Hope House is that if one woman comes in, we're probably going to impact 3 generations. Her mom, herself, and her children. And that's the way we really begin to impact addiction in our county.
Very interesting. That's enlightening. I hadn't thought of that, but it's true.
Yes.
And then how many women can the house accommodate at a time? I mean, how many people are there?
Well, I believe that there are 9 beds for women, and then for each of their children. We've had as many as 4 children along with 1 mother. It's a beautiful old house. It's huge, upstairs, downstairs.
And Shelley did send us some pictures, so we'll probably see that in just a couple minutes.
There it is.
Yeah, oh, you're right. Oh, how soothing for somebody who needs help and just a little quiet and to
And then
nice place.
there's you know, the kids that get to be there with their mom as well. They have a wonderful play area. The kids are also engaged in therapy and family therapy with their moms in some cases. And so this is so true. And you know, you mentioned that there are many services that CORE offers, not just residential, but there's also outpatient, there's adolescent treatment, there's parenting classes.
Right.
You know, there's an array of services to help families related to substance abuse. And
And also you collaborate with the other agencies, so there's 24-hour crisis hotlines and also to share resources and
Absolutely.
which is, we've got such great nonprofits and
We do.
a variety to really pick up pieces everywhere, which is great. And before we run out of time, let's talk about the event this weekend because that's important. The Runway for Hope.
I do want to talk about the Runway for Hope. It's this coming Saturday. We have a really great show planned. We have had some wonderful volunteers this year.
Yeah, this
that
is
have
the
been,
fashion show.
It's the Runway for Hope fashion show. It's
Okay,
at Alta Sierra
great.
Country Club. And we do invite everybody to come out because for everybody that comes, buys a ticket, the tickets are $25. It includes a wonderful luncheon, and you will have fun because it's a really great show. In fact, Bonnie, lovely Bonnie, is one of the models.
Oh, good for you.
Some of the models are some of the lovely, beautiful ladies that are in recovery and have
that's
just are
really great.
standing tall and beautiful with self-esteem,
Really great.
feeling empowered, and we will have some of them there. We have some wonderful volunteers and other people in the community that are modeling, and there'll be some vendors there. We have Stuckey's Jewelers. We have Judy's and Top Drawer and Yuba Blue, and many of the great local stores will be showing the spring fashions from that. So.
And
Please do.
this is a tradition. You've done this event, the Runway for Hope, for I think 12 years.
12th annual.
12th annual. Oh, see what happens when you have success. It becomes tradition.
It has something to do with women getting together with women. That's very empowering.
You're right. And just sharing the joys and celebration and victories. And as you say, for the women who have gone through the program's recovery, it is about the celebration and look at what can happen and the positive.
Absolutely.
How long have you been working with the Hope House? And
10 years.
so you've been there from the beginning.
I have. It's wonderful. We watch women beaten down for many reasons. Drug addiction is such a killer of one's soul. And day by day by day, we watch them grow. We watch their children heal. We watch them have healthy, beautiful babies. They go out into our community and they're working and are productive citizens. It's the best job in the world.
Oh, what great success stories and inspirational. Very inspirational. Well, in our last minutes, I know that CORE has a new building underway so that you can even launch this to take it to the next level, all of these services. And does that include, you'll still have Hope House, but larger?
Yes. Yes. We'll have residential campuses for men and women, for adolescents.
Very good.
We will have facilities for families to come in while their sons or daughters are recovering, a little bit like McDonald's House. A beautiful campus.
Oh, good. Very good. And when do you expect it to open? I know you haven't started construction, but...
Groundbreaking is going to be, I think they're going to have a groundbreaking ceremony
Soon.
in June.
All right.
So,
Yes, Warren keeps saying
exciting.
All right.
2012.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, very good work, valuable service, and I'm sure Saturday's going to be a great success for the group. And for more information, it's core.us, and get on board. All right. Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Can purchase tickets downtown on Mill Street at Mill Street Clothing, The Top Drawer, Wild Side, and also Judy's of Nevada City. So if you'd like to come and enjoy the fashion show Saturday,
There you go.
it's from 11 to 2, and tickets are available at all those stores.
Still time. Hope House. All right. Thank you, Shelley and Bonnie, and we are going to take our second break so I can bring up my third guest, so stick around.
Edwards lived in the little town of West Seattle on the other side of Puget Sound. Little tiny house, little bitty kitchen. He was a Norwegian immigrant, gave all of his life to the logging and to the union. He carried his red card in the union every working day of his life.
And welcome back. As I mentioned in the intro, we have a new nonprofit in our community to keep our local seeds from our crops. And here to talk about this, the value and the benefits, is the co-founder of Sierra Seeds. And I'd like to introduce Rowan White.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
You're most welcome. This is so intriguing because our agriculture, our local farms, growers have just really taken off, and now a program to save local seeds.
Yeah,
and
it's sort of this idea of closing the loop, because we have so many people on board and committed to this idea of eating locally.
Right.
And there's so many farmers who offer an array of CSAs, vegetables, grains. But what people don't really realize is how much local agriculture depends on a local seed supply. And we found that missing in our community.
Right.
And so we had a group of gardeners and farmers who were gathering up on the San Juan Ridge, who were hosting seed swaps, annual seed swaps. And so this idea kind of cooked out of that community gathering. And so we decided to sort of take it to the next level and organize and create a local seed bank and also a seed company that allows us to get all the local seeds out to local farmers and gardeners.
So I have a lot of questions. I mean, I don't think about saving seeds, but it's a process in itself, the cleaning. And as your website says, it's an ancient art, but it's a real technique.
It's a real technique, but it's also very intuitive, and it's really not that difficult for most people who are beginning or experienced gardeners. There are a broad range of crops that they can get involved with, and it's really not that difficult.
So there's a lot of great benefits. One, the farmer doesn't have to spend a lot of money going out and buying seeds.
True.
And it's acclimated to our climate.
Yeah, we have a unique growing climate here in the foothills. I mean, we have growers all the way down on the Placer County line down near Auburn, all the way up to farms that are at 4,000 feet. And so Nevada County is a really broad range of little microclimates. And so what we're trying to do is promote local seed saving, get a number of farms in our bioregion to be growing and saving seeds that are acclimating to our dry conditions, to our altitude, any number of things, basically to decrease the dependence on pesticides, herbicides, because we're really trying to promote organic agriculture.
Well, how often can a seed be replanted? I mean, I always think it has a growing season and then it's done, but can it still just be reused and reused from the same plant?
Well, what we do is we basically contract out with a number of growers in Nevada County. They grow a seed lot. They harvest, thresh, winnow, and give us a seed product, and then we package it out and distribute it to our members or to gardeners in the area. We oftentimes have more seed than we can distribute in one season, so we have a long-term seed storage up at our facility in North San Juan. So we have like a freezer space, so we are able to offer that seed for multiple years because
it's in deep freeze.
Yep.
Comes out to thaw in the spring, like so many other plants. And so there's an actual storage place, a physical place where there's...
Yeah, and that's a big part of our fundraising right now is to basically secure long-term seed storage that's cold storage. Plus, we're also thinking about fire-safe storage because we are in an area that is prone to wildfires. And we know that, with this whole talk in the local agricultural community about food security, we also want to have seed security. We want to make sure that we have seeds in the event that we're unable to get seeds.
That's right.
And local seeds are better than seeds that are coming from, Washington, Oregon, even down in the San Joaquin Valley. Anything that's closer to home is better.
Is better. What type of seeds do you have? I mean, what's the variety?
Gosh, we have, last year was our first year. We started out with 4 farms that grew for us, and we had I think 44 different varieties of vegetables, fruits, and flowers and herbs. And then this year we doubled what we had last year, so we have 101 varieties that we're offering this year.
Oh my gosh.
And so, we have anything from edible pumpkin seeds to zucchinis, cosmos, cilantro, echinacea. So most common vegetables, herbs, and flowers we have. And then in the upcoming season, we've added on a few new farms, and we are hoping to double again our offerings and expand what we can offer to local farmers and gardeners.
Now, will we be seeing some of the crops at the growers market this summer?
Yeah, I hope
Really?
so. Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
had
so
a
cool.
booth. Yeah, we had a booth there our initial season just to get the word out. And we're hoping to. Yeah, we have a number of farms like Living Lands. They're one of our main growers, so a lot of the crops that they're growing, they grow for fresh market. And yeah, I know that a lot of local farmers have given us great support buying seeds from us.
So about how many farmers do you have? They're members of the co-op,
Yeah,
right?
it's twofold. So we have members who are farmers. So we have about 7 farms that are actively growing seeds for us. We're a nonprofit, so we're a volunteer-run organization, but we actually pay the farmers for their seeds, and so we're able to offer them. That's why we fundraise and make the money. And then we also operate sort of like a food cooperative in that we. You can become a member of the seed co-op for a $25 annual fee. You get 6 free seed packets for that, for those dues, and then you also get discounted prices on future seed purchases. And so that's how we kind of keep things flowing.
And speaking of kind of raising money, you've got a workshop coming up on, am I going to get this right, April 23rd.
Yeah.
And tell us about that. It's for grains.
Yeah, we're trying to promote sort of small grain growing. And we have a gal who's got a farm down near Auburn, Ore Creek Farm, and she's going to be teaching this bio-intensive method of growing grains on a small garden scale. So that's growing wheat and quinoa. She was saying that we're going to learn how to, if you grow, a 10 by 10 plot of wheat, you can grow enough wheat for your family to make a loaf of bread for every week in the year. So there's ways that you can sort of become more self-sufficient and self-sustainable in a small garden scale.
That's really, I just get so excited about this because it does take eating local, our growers, it just takes it to the next level, really enhances the whole effort and movement.
Oh, yeah. So that's April 23rd. It's from 10 to 1, and we're hosting it up at Willow Springs, which is right in downtown North San Juan. And we'd love to have folks come. We're going to have a series of workshops all summer long for teaching people how to save seeds, all these things.
Well, a lot of good luck to you, and this is so great, very exciting. SierraSeeds.org for more information. And Rowan, thank you so much. We're out of time.
Great, thanks so much.
All right, and please come back.
I will.
Bring some seeds. Okay, we are out of time. Thank you to my guests, Trish Brown and Hannah Kroll, and Shelley Rogers, and also Bonnie Hampton and Rowan White. And thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
To the water, wash me down, babe, and I'm gone. Yeah, and I'm gone. Yes, I'm gone. Lay me down by the river.